Hello. Okay, so this is my What You Wearing Wednesday, and I'm trying to go live again. So we'll see if this is working for all of you. So, one of the things I wanted to talk a little bit about on What You Wearing Wednesday is I want to ask about fingernails. So, how many of you think about when you get your nails done, what you're going to wear all week? I do my nails every Sunday. So, I kind of did this blue and purple kind of color. So, throughout the week, I try to wear outfits that kind of match that. So, tell me what you're thinking. Do you do that? Do you always do like a neutral nail so you can wear anything you want? How often do you do nails? Just wondering. So that's my question for today. So I always want to have a question, and I would love for you to answer in the comments. And if you're not already on my YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe to it so we can see all the comments and what's happening. Okay, so I did wear purple today. So what I'm going to be wearing today, I decided I just got the Posh in. So it takes me a bit to get the whole new collection. I can only do it a little bit at a time. So I just got this in. It's called the Posh, Posh, and it is really pretty. So one, it's on a chain that moves, so it's not static. Sometimes they're static. It does move. It's on this really pretty chain, and it has all of these encrusted. It's not actually a circle. And, it's kind of rounded on the bottom and squared off at the top. I don't know exactly what shape you'd call that, but it is super pretty. So this is the one I'm going to put on as my longest one, and kind of have that extra framing, so to speak. So this is the Posh, and oh yeah, I'm loving it. So this is the first time I'm wearing it because it is brand new to me. So, and I do wear a lot of V-necks. Sometimes I wear scoops, but I wear a lot of V-necks. So I try to put my jewelry right there. So it's a little bit higher, and kind of goes from there. Now, the other thing, because I am wearing purple today, I did decide that the I'm wearing the veil. Now, I was going to wear the orchid, and I'm kind of back and forth on that, but I did grab the veil to wear. So the veil is very much like the orchid, except it's clear. Can you see that? It's clear. So I just didn't want to put too many colors on, and I didn't want to, and I love color, as you know. I love color, but I didn't want it to clash because you're going to see I'm going to put some color on in another spot. So I'm going to make this one be just above, and we have these 3-inch extensions, so we can work on that. So I'm going to make this one just a little bit above. Now, I did see a stylist who was super talented and figured out how to do hers just so that it hung perfectly inside the circle. So I could try that. We'll see if I just don't think I move around too much. I just don't think I can keep it there. Although it would look cool, I don't think that that's going to be a thing for me. So look, it looks like I need it just a teeny bit shorter, which is great because we can adjust it and do that, which is what I do when we're getting ready. So again, when you're doing 3 necklaces and you have to put each one on and adjust it, it does take an extra second. But as you know, we have a lot of necklaces that are what we call 3 strands. And then you just put it on with one clip and you're good to go. Okay, yeah, that's better. That's better for me. Anyways, so it's just a little bit above, a little tiny bit above that one. And then on this dress, I have these, they're actually plastic kind of buttons, but they're kind of pearly. So I wasn't sure if I was going to throw on the Brinley. I really like the Brinley. It'll actually give it a little bit more, I think, texture with the sparkle. And then these are freshwater pearls. So see those freshwater pearls? And I'm going to make those be the closest to my neck and have that being pretty much the shortest that I can make it be. And so those are my 3 strands that oh, off to the side. And it's weird because this camera's backwards. So if I look at the camera, I'm putting it in, I have to go in the opposite direction. So it's almost easier for me not to look. Okay, so then I'm putting that one on and I'm thinking, no. What are you thinking? So as I sometimes put them on and I kind of take a peek at it, I think I'm going to not wear my Briley today. I think I'm just going to wear the two because I think that's enough sparkle. Don't you? I think that's enough sparkle. I'm just going to wear the two. So that's how you do it. You experiment and you see. All right. So then for my earrings, I'm going to wear the Sundance. And so the Sundance is this really pretty color purple. See that pretty color purple crystal? Isn't that fun? I really love that. And so I'm putting that. I have two holes, as you know. I talk about that a lot. So I'm putting that in my bottom holes, in my bottom, my first piercing, which I got when I was in the fourth grade. And that was way back in the day where they took you to the pediatrician's office to get your ears pierced. I know. That was pretty interesting, right? You weren't sitting out in the mall and having everyone be able to see you cry. I didn't cry. I don't think I cried. I don't remember crying. Let's put it that way. But I was in the fourth grade, so I was a little older than some. Okay, and so because I do have these pearly kind of plasticky buttons, I am going to put on the impression earrings in my top piercing, and I'm doing the white, the normal opal. And I just like these because they kind of stand out some. And with my long hair, I like to have that extra sparkle that kind of stands out because I'm wearing my hair down today. It's not going to be very hot. So I'm very happy about that. I've worn my hair up a lot this summer because it was so hot. But so far, it's not going to be too hot today. So I think that's going to be great. All right. So this is, again, it's hard to do if I look in, if I'm actually looking in the camera because it's just the opposite. So it makes it a little bit more challenging. Then I have these second piercings. I did that when I was in the Navy. So yeah, that was a while ago too. So I have those second ones in. Okay. Now let's do the arm party. This is where I'm putting some color. That's why I didn't want to have too many variations of the purple. So the mosaic bracelets. Again, I like to have two of a lot of my bracelets. And so you can see in here, you can see it does have that purple. It does have some green and some amber and some turquoise. It's just really pretty. So they stretch. So I'm putting those on. And then the Lush. The Lush is not actually in the new collection, but it is still available. So if you don't have a Lush, they come in purple and pink, and I have this purple one, which I just love. So I'm going to put that one in the middle, and then I'm going to put this one on the other side. So I'm just going to do an arm party of three, which is, if I'm wearing thicker ones, that's pretty much what I do. If I wear the thinner ones, I might do five, but I really like a three. And then again, I got this ring, which I'm sorry to say is no longer available, but we're probably going to have these again. We did this it was for the new year, ring in the new year, and you could just buy a ring and you didn't know what it was going to be. And so it's a box very much like the Dazzle Drops. So we have Dazzle Drops going on right now. So if you're interested in just like getting a fun little surprise, you can go ahead and just get a Dazzle Drop because it is a fun little surprise. But they did this for rings, and this was one of the rings that I got. And can you see that it's got purple and green? So I thought, how perfect is that? So I am wearing that ring today with the unset in the gold. So that's my day. I have a couple things. I'll be doing some errands. My husband and I have already decided we're going out to dinner. So that's the day. That's the jewelry. So thank you so much for watching, and make a comment. Tell me about if you match your nails to your outfits all week. How often do you get your nails done? Do you even pay attention to that? I'm just wondering. And with that, have a great Wednesday. Bye-bye.